everyone. So I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to put out just on some good exercises that you can use to expand not only your playing ability but also your ideas about how you approach music and how technique blends with learning music and our proficiency on this instrument. I think that this is a kind of a neglected topic. A lot of times some of the theory training that we undergo as percussionists is very inferior to a lot of our peers, and some of that's just because of the fact that they start it much sooner, or a lot of them have private teachers at an earlier age who infuse theory into their learning. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple of exercises that you could use. This one's easy to start and much harder as you go, but the idea here is that we're just going to start in the key of C with a C closed chord, okay? And then you're going to take that closed chord and you're going to use a theoretical technique called planing to slide it up and down the instrument. So I'm sure that all of you have done something like this at some point. Okay, so that's easy enough, right, when we're all on white keys. The challenge is going to be once we start taking this same idea and moving it into different keys. So what I like to do is just use the circle of fifths as a guide and work your way around the circle of fifths until you can do this in every single key. And that covers a concept called diatonic. Diatonic means in the key of. And so whatever chord you're going to play is in the key of whatever key you're in. So we take that same block chord, closed position block chord, root position, and we're sliding it up and down in whatever key we're in. So since we're in the key of C, there's no sharps. Now if we move up in the circle of fifths to the key of G, there would be one sharp. So I'm kind of going to highlight that F sharp, both of those F sharps that I'm going to hit at some point. And as I slide through the key, I want to make sure that I'm striking that F sharp every time I come to it. Okay, next step around the circle, key of D. So now I've got F sharp and C sharp to watch out for. And so on and so forth. So you get the idea. And work all the way around your circle of fifths here, because the idea is that we should be very comfortable playing in any key. And a lot of time I hear younger students say, oh, that has 4 flats, oh my gosh. And it seems like the more flats there are, the more difficult that is. Why is that? Because you usually don't spend a lot of time working around those other keys. You spend a lot of time in C, B flat, standard concert band keys, maybe A, orchestral keys, and we just don't spend a lot of time in those other keys where we're getting towards the bottom of the circle of fifths. So this is a really great way to kind of do that. Now, if you want to kind of up your level here and put this more in like a black belt tip, say, okay, great, POV marimba, I've mastered this concept, now how can I make this more difficult? And this is always something I try to do. I take an exercise that I think I've really got into my hands and figure out, well, how can I one-up it? So instead of doing a closed position chord, the next idea would be to move to an open voicing chord. And an open voicing chord, you'll take the closed position, 1, 3, 5, 1, and you're going to expand it out to now where you've got 2 octaves in between your roots, not 1. So root, 5th, 3rd, upper octave. Now, if we would plane that up in the key of C, great. Okay, easy enough. Now, moving to the key of G. So again, now I'm going to have to watch for that F sharp. And then into the key of D. So now I need to watch for F sharp and C sharp. so on and so forth. So I hope that you guys understand how this could be so beneficial for you, as it really gets you thinking more about keys and key centers. And anytime that we're playing in a piece, remember that a piece is more than just the notes on a page. A lot of times, I like to say that composers don't splatter paint. They don't take just a bucket of notes and throw it up on a page, right? There's always patterns to be learned. There's keys that you can really amalgamate your hands to and say, okay, I'm very comfortable playing in these keys now. That makes the music easier to learn, and that's really one of the goals that I have with all of my students, is to make the music learning process not like you're pulling teeth. You know, we want to be looking for patterns. We want to be comfortable playing in all keys. We want to be able to play scales and arpeggios. So make sure that you guys are working on those technical fundamentals, and that will make your music learning process more enjoyable. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop your thoughts down into the comments. Definitely hit that like and that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video.